Greetings, spellcasters. My name is David, otherwise known as the Wicked Magician. And today, I'm going to be talking about something recently I just found out about Magic the Gathering. So, back in the old days, there was an infamous card by the name of Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. It was a 2/2 legendary Goblin Shaman that could basically, it had haste, and you could tap it to create a copy of any legendary creature or non-legendary creature, create a token copy of it, and it has haste, and you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. So you could copy it, and it would, you could theoretically what you would do with it is you would copy some big meaty creature and attack with it, or you would make copy a creature that has a really good death trigger. And so when you have to sacrifice it, you get the death trigger. But the thing is, what people did with it is it was really well known for being used in infinite combos. For example, I don't know of too many off the top of my head, but I know one would be you could do you tap it and copy a creature that when it enters the battlefield, it automatically untaps a target creature. So you can just keep tapping Kiki-Jiki, copying that creature, which would then untap Kiki-Jiki, and you just keep doing that over and over, because you didn't have to pay mana to do it, and you just keep doing that infinitely, and just attack your opponents with infinite creatures. Even if they're all 1/1s, it doesn't matter. You just keep attacking them. So now, the reason I mention this is because Magic recently made this card, which in this frame it's reversed, unfortunately, so... but it's Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Now this is a saga, enchantment saga, which basically means that it has, you can see even in the reverse frame, you can see it has 3 lore counters. Basically, when it enters the battlefield, you activate the first lore counter, and then after your draw step on your next turn, you activate the second and then the third counter. Now for Fable of the Mirror Breaker, the first one is you make a 2/2 red Goblin Shaman with whenever this creature attacks, make a treasure token. That's not bad. The second one is you can discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. So loot 2, basically. The last one is exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. Now the thing about enchantment sagas in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty specifically is that pretty much I think all of them have a front face, which is the enchantment saga, and then a back side. So you exile at the third lore counter, you exile this and transform it, and you get Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Now, this thing is an enchantment creature, Goblin Shaman. It's not legendary, which is important. And it's 2/2, and you pay 1, tap it, and it's the exact same effect that original Kiki-Jiki had. This thing is basically just Kiki-Jiki, except it doesn't have haste. You have to pay 1 to activate it, and it's not legendary. It's not now. The not legendary is a good thing because you can have multiple of it now out on the field at one time. The pay 1 to activate it is not great because that means it limits the amount of times you can do it theoretically. But the thing is, there's plenty of ways to gain infinite mana. So you just make infinite mana and just keep doing those combos with Kiki-Jiki like normal with Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, like you would do with the original Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. And then the worst part, in my opinion, is it doesn't have haste, so you have to wait a turn to do it. But then again, this isn't red. So if you have this in your deck, you're going to have red spells, and a lot of red spells like to give things haste. So you just give Reflection of Kiki-Jiki haste. There you go, problem solved. It's a little more mana. It's more expensive than the original Kiki-Jiki, but it's still, in the end, it's the same effect of just infinite combos. So yeah, I thought that was pretty hilarious, especially because original Kiki-Jiki cost a couple $100 for the original version, and I think there was a somewhat more recent reprint that's like $20. But I got this from Kamigawa. I didn't get too much other good stuff besides this, unfortunately, but I mean I got this, so it's pretty good. So yeah, that's all. Till then, what is it? I still haven't practiced my outro, man. I'm not good at this YouTube thing. Until next time, my witches, wizards, and warlocks, I bid thee farewell.